right, I am into week 5. It is Tuesday, and I got something in my eye. Son of a bitch. That's how it always happens. I fucking made it. I made it a month. Week 5. I didn't do any videos at the end of week 4. Last week was a crazy week. I still hit the gym, and I hit it hard. Had 4 concrete pours last week, and I snuck home to see my baby. Got to spend some time with her. While I was home, I got my BMI done. I went down 1% in body fat since my last BMI, which was only 2 weeks ago. So 1% in 2 weeks. Heck yeah, Bubba. Doing all right. Went back, got some more supplements. I noticed that my multivitamin wasn't as nutritious as I thought. It just doesn't. It's just a little pinch. It's not much. So I got some multivitamin powder, if you will, which is packed with way more vitamins. Definitely boosted up that. Like I said before, I started taking calcium, zinc, and magnesium, some turmeric, and I can tell the fucking difference. It's night and day. It really helps with my energy. Loving it. Right now, it's coronavirus week. Apparently, the nation's in mass panic. So there was only like 6 people at the gym. What? Had the whole gym to myself. Hey. Y'all stay home. It's okay with me. Shit. I'm gonna keep getting it. What else is going on? I had some cheat meals. I had sushi, which people say sushi's not really that bad, but it's got a lot of rice. So there's a lot of carbs. I had Subway. Again, not the worst thing, just that bread, lots of carbs. What else did I do? That's about the only cheat meals I had. So, after a month, where am I? Energy-wise, way more energy. I started getting up at 4 in the morning, 4:30, and it was a battle at first. It really was. Once your body gets used to it, though, it's great. Even if I don't work out in the morning, I got time, take an extra long shower. I always get indigestion when I make a video. Longer shower, get some hot water on them muscles. I have back problems, so I just let that hot water go down my back and kind of fall back asleep. Get some coffee in me. If I do go to the gym, I'll just do some cardio in the morning. It's great. Get a good sweat, come back to the hotel, I'll shower and go to work, drink some black coffee, do a little intermediate fasting. I'm not a huge fan of black coffee, but when you're gonna eat intermediate fast, so I was just looking at the gray hairs in my beard, son of a bitch. When you do intermediate fast, you can't use creamer or sugar. So black coffee's growing on me. Never been a big fan, but I tell you what, when you do the intermediate fasting and you just have black coffee, your stomach shrinks down, you don't feel as bloated, you got good energy. It's really helped a lot with me for body composition. My girl has noticed a huge change in me. Before I started this, she couldn't get her arms around me. Now granted, my girl is tiny, she's a little bitty, but she couldn't get her arms around me. And now she can like lock fingers and hold hands. I don't know how she does it. She's noticed that, my mood, my energy, even down to our bedroom time is a lot more energy. Just leave it at that. I'm just all around feeling better. I don't think I'm gonna make my 60-something pound goal to lose by my birthday in June, but it's okay because by June, I'm still gonna be in a better place than if I hadn't done anything. I'm still gonna be that much closer. I might be halfway there. And fuck, 50%'s hella better than 0%. Fuck, if I hadn't started doing this, who knows? I'd probably weigh 20 pounds more with the diet and routine I was at. I'd probably be miserable. I'm sure my girl wouldn't be too happy with wheezing, out of breath, no energy, fat boyfriend. You know, she loves me with all her heart, but being overweight affects a lot more than your looks. So, you know, I may not be at my goal, but it's gonna be okay. And I hate it when people set these goals and they don't meet them, and then they just get discouraged and give up. I'm gonna tell everyone the same thing I told my mom. A year's gonna go by no matter what you do. Time will not stop for you. You will age a year. No matter what. You can either be closer to your goal, you can either feel better and look better in a year, or you can be in the same place you are or worse. Does not matter, because a year's gonna go by no matter what you do. So even if you don't meet your goals, still be in a better place, because you guess what? Another year will go by. And you can be at your goal or still even closer than you were before. So it's good to set little goals. And by little goals, try not to target your weight or how many pounds you want to lose. Instead of little goals, for little goals, how about you target calories for the week, or target cheat meals for the week, or how many times you're going to exercise, how long you're going to be on the elliptical. Or, you know, your first week you did it for 10 minutes and you were dog tired. Okay, so the next week, let's go up 5 minutes, and let's do 15. And then the third week, let's do 20. And the fourth, 25. Fucking 5 weeks, you could be doing half-hour elliptical training. Set goals like that and stop focusing on how much weight you're losing. Set goals on habits, because the habits are what's going to make you meet your goals, not focusing on the scale. Focus on those. Those are little goals to accomplish, because when you put your focus on that, time seems to go by a little quicker. You're not waiting for those pounds to drop. Instead, you're creating a lifestyle, and you're breaking old habits and creating new ones. And then you're setting goals for those habits. So with your nutrition, say, you know, it's hard for you to jump in that fast. I get it. The first 3 weeks I was making these videos, I was hungry. I was hungry as fuck. And it takes time for your body to adjust, but your body will adjust. If your metabolism lowers because you're not eating as much, it's okay. That's what your body's supposed to do. Your body's adjusting to less calories coming in. Your metabolism may slow down, but what you're taking in is less calories, healthy food, and you're exercising. You will still lose weight. You don't have to have a high metabolism to lose weight. It's a myth. You don't have to. It's actually better, and I know they say, oh God, how many times were we told, you know, eat small meals all day long? Not true. Don't need to do that. You don't really need to eat but every 4 hours. At the most, like 4 hours, at the minimum, 4 hours is your window minimum. What happens every time you eat, you create an insulin spike. Also, lowers your testosterone in men. Every time you eat, your testosterone drops and you have an insulin spike. So when you actually create these longer windows or intermediate fast, you have less insulin spikes. Your body's able to focus on cleaning out the bad cells on your body, because when it's metabolized and when you spark a metabolic response, your body focuses on that. When your body's not digesting food, it focuses on cleaning out the rest of your body. It focuses on pulling all the bad cells out of your body so you can have good supercharged cells. It focuses on detoxing, getting rid of things it doesn't need. Every time you eat, it stops that and goes right back in the digestion mode. Your insulin spike, your testosterone drops, and you're only digesting food. So you just got to get used to it. You got to get used to that lower calories, and your body will adapt. I don't know how many times I have to emphasize that. The first 3 weeks are the hardest. Trust me, you're not doing it wrong. You're not an extra special hungry person. I promise. It's your body freaking out and adjusting. It's like, holy shit, I'm used to Wendy's and fucking whatever, pizza and wings, and Tuesday night wing night, half price wings. Trust me, I've been there. Your body's adjusting. But now I feel so much better. I'm taking in the morning, I'll fast maybe till about 10, 11 o'clock. I take in my protein. I take in my my photo form that has all those good super greens in it, the superfoods. I take in all my vitamins, my fish oil, my multivitamin, my new multi-scoop powder. What else do I take? I take a lot of stuff. I bought a new digestive supplement that helps break down carbs, fats, and proteins better for the body. Keeps you from bloating, keeps you from retaining water. It's done great wonders for my digestive system. Fucking awesome. So just stick to it. And that's all you gotta do. I still have my cheat meals. Fuck, I love my cheat meals. It's what I do all this for. I can eat a cheat meal and fucking not feel guilty. Matter of fact, when I eat that cheat meal, I get that big carb boost, and then I hit it extra hard at the gym, and I have tons of energy for it. I look at it as a good thing. So you just gotta stick with it. A year's gonna go by no matter what. Are you gonna be in the same place or worse, or are you gonna be in a better place? You know, I've talked before about, it's funny how every inspirational video you see talks about pushing through and success. And they're always talking about something to do physical. And people think, what does being successful have to do with working out? And I've seen all the videos. Every single one is some person pushing to their limit, sitting there breathing, dripping sweat, yelling and shit. And they say, if you want to be successful, you got to get up at 4 a.m. If you want to be successful, you got to want it as bad as you want to breathe. You got to push through. You got to do an extra lap. You got to do an extra set. You got to stay an extra 30 minutes. And here's what I've gotten from this. Like I've talked about before, working out correlates with everything else you do in your life. It affects it, affects everything else. If you have the mental capacity to push yourself physically through mental pain, stress, situations, then you can push yourself through anything. Working out, like I've talked in my other video, affects you financially, relationship, career, mental health. When you have the mental capacity to diet, to get up early, to go exercise and push yourself through exercises, everything else is easy. To push an extra hour at work, you're at work, you have more energy now because of your diet and routine and your mental strength to push through tough situations. So now you're pushing through extra tough situations at work that you normally wouldn't. You're doing it with a positive attitude. You're looking good. You're in a relationship. You have more energy. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you got more energy. You're in a better mood. You want to be more active. You want to go do more things. When you get off work, instead of being dead tired and sitting on the couch having a beer or fucking eating a hamburger, you get home and have energy for your girl. Hey, let's go out and do something. Let's have a date night. Let's go to the park. Let's do something. Let's have some crazy 2-hour sex. You know why? Because you have the physical capability and the mental toughness to push through just being tired at work. This is why every motivational video talks about pushing through things physically to be successful. Because if you have that mental capability to push through when your body is at its peak tired and hurting and bleeding and sweating, and you are emotionally and physically exhausted, and you still keep going, you can do anything. You can do anything if you can do that. All you gotta do is get through those first 3 weeks. That's it. Get through the first 3 weeks. Go to the gym 5 times a week. Even if you just do cardio in the morning. When I first started going, I remember my first videos. I don't like to stay more than 30 minutes, 45 minutes. all of a sudden I'm staying for an hour and a half, 2 hours now. And like, I do it unknowingly. Like, I don't plan on it. I get in there, I do my cardio, I walk around for about 5 minutes looking in the mirror, seeing if I'm looking any skinnier. A little bit. And then I hit some weights and I listen to some motivational stuff. I listen to some music. Maybe I'll listen to a podcast, and I just zone out on what I'm listening to. And then I'll get 10 reps in, and then I'll get more. And then I'll push, I only got 7. And then I'll push, and I'll get 5, and then I'll drop the weight down. Next thing you know, I've done 60 to 80 reps, and I moved on to another station. And I did it again, and I did it again. And I was like, you know what? I got a little more energy this time. I think I'm going to hit another station. You know, before I would do cardio and hit 1 or 2 stations. Now I'm hitting cardio, hitting 5 to 8 stations. And it's because I have the energy. I can feel myself getting stronger. I'm not getting tired as fast. I'm pushing through these workouts. And now I'm staying like an hour and a half to 2 hours, the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. I didn't think I would ever be one of those people that just sat at the gym for hours. But it feels good. I'm doing it without planning it. I'm just naturally getting in the zone. It doesn't happen overnight. Like, I'm 5 weeks into it. Have I lost 30 pounds? No, I haven't. I think I've lost actual weight. I think I've lost 11 pounds. It's still better than I was 5 weeks ago. You know what the size of 11 pounds of fat is? Like, have you ever ate a pound steak? I'm sure if you're as fat as me, you've ate a pound steak. It's like this big. So put that pound right there and stick another pound right here and here. Get 5 1-pound steaks next time you're at the grocery store. Tell you what, get a chuck roast that weighs 5 pounds and hold it up to your stomach. 5 pounds is no joke. That's a lot of weight. It may not seem like a lot, but hold a 5-pound chuck roast up to your stomach next time and go, oh, fuck. If I lost 11, that's 2 of them. Stick 2 chuck roasts on me. Again, I'm not really trying to pay attention to the scale. I was interested in my BMI. And 11 pounds it's an accomplishment. If you lose 11 pounds a month, pat yourself on the back. When I got my BMI, there was a guy there. He was in his 40s. Black dude, about 4 inches shorter than me. He's pretty swole. He's in the Army, about to retire actually. And he was getting his BMI. Well, I got mine, and he was standing at a table going over his, and he's like, do you mind if I look at yours? He's like, you're a pretty big guy. I was like, yeah. So he's holding it up, and he's like, oh, damn, you got a lot of muscle mass. And this guy looked a lot bigger than me, like muscle-wise, and I outweighed him in muscle in every limb, trunk, everything. He was like, what do you do? And he was asking all these questions, and I was like, honestly, you know, I'm naturally big. I played sports when I was younger, and I lifted weights throughout the years here and there. I was like, but I don't lift to bulk. I'm as strong as I want to be. And, you know, there's not anything I can't do because I'm lack strength. And, you know, I was kind of telling him my story, and, you know, I'm 33. There's all my injuries. You know, I'm at a point where I can either have a nice, healthy, successful life, or I can just go downhill from here. And, you know, I just came to a point where I just didn't want to make excuses anymore. It was, oh, I'm working out of town. Oh, I don't have a kitchen here. It's hard to meal prep. I'll do it when I get back. You know, and it was just excuse after excuse. And I told him, I said, you know, an excuse always sounds best to the person that makes them up. It does. And people, we feed ourselves these excuses because we're trying to convince ourselves. We're trying to come up with the excuse that sounds the best. Because if we can convince ourselves it's a good excuse, we can convince someone else. And then if that person supports it, then you've just validated your excuse. You know how you stop that? Is you don't make one in the first place. So I told him, I said, you know, I took the exact amount of time in the exact situation and completely reversed it. Now I go to the gym 5 to 6 days a week. I find time to meal prep or to make good food or go find it during my lunch breaks. I stopped making excuses. Nothing changed. My workplace didn't change. My hours didn't change. My money didn't change. Nothing changed. The only thing that changed was my outlook. That's it. And my outlook has changed my life significantly over the last 5 weeks. I'm happier in my relationship. I'm doing better at work again because I'm more physically active, and also because of my relationship. I feel better. I'm in a better mood. I'm able to wake up easier. I'm sleeping better. All because I looked in the mirror and said, how bad do you want it? I looked at my fat, chunky ass in the mirror, fully exposed, not hiding behind a shirt that looks good on me, or this one makes me a little bit slimmer. No, butt naked, fully exposed, and said, how bad do you want it? This is you right here. This is what your partner sees. This is what your daughter sees. This is what your coworker sees, is your big old fat ass. So I made the difference. You gotta ask yourself, how bad do you want it? Are you just gonna keep making excuses? Can you not push through being hungry? Is being hungry more important than being successful? To having a long life for your children and your partner? Is sleeping in more important? If you don't have a single reason to get up early, probably not doing life right. If you are not so motivated to get up early to meet your goals, you need to make some new goals. You shouldn't need an alarm clock when you're motivated. You should wake up on your own, ready to go. Because you are so motivated to meet your goals, you can't sleep any longer. You have to get up and take on the world. You have to do more before everyone else wakes up. You gotta find what's important to you. You gotta want it more than sleep. You gotta want it more than being hungry. You gotta want it more than going out with your friends drinking. You gotta want it more than being cool, going out and doing drugs and acting a fool. It's gotta be 100%. Not kinda want it, because you're gonna kinda get results. You kinda be successful. People who are successful don't kinda want it. They want it as bad as they can breathe. So, find what's important to you. Cut out the excuses. Push through that 3rd week. Stand in the mirror. Evaluate your life. Evaluate your career, your relationship, your financial goals, your physical goals, your mental health. And be honest with yourself. Because again, excuses always sound best to the person that make them up. If you're not honest with yourself about your situation and why you are where you are, then you'll never be where you want to be. If you can't be honest with the one person that's actually going to change your life. Anyways, thanks for watching. I will keep y'all tuned up weekly on where I'm at and my progress. Again, I'd love to make some workout videos. I'm working out of town, so it's kind of weird to ask strangers to hold a camera. But I will get some done with my roommate. Anyways, and get some training going and show y'all where I'm at, what I'm doing. I really want to get some more meals on there, some healthy ideas. I know that's what kicks a lot of people's asses, meals, because you get burnt out. You finally find something that's healthy, then you only eat that, then you're burnt out, and then you're like, fuck, 3 weeks of this? Are you kidding me? No one can push through a week of this. Getting those meals is the hardest part. Finding what works for you, and being healthy, and getting variety, and not costing a fortune. I get it. I've been there. So I really want to help with that, because I know nutrition is by far one of the hardest parts of it. Working out may be too for some people, and that's why I want to get some videos up. But if you stay tuned and at least just listen to my little speeches and see my progress, maybe I can help inspire you or get your ass off the couch, or help you stop making excuses. So I'll be back. Thanks for watching.